Okay. Hi guys. Before going to the session, so just tell me about you people, like how much experience do you have in IT, or you are new to this? Can I know how much experience? Like, do you have any experience on Python or SQL or any ETL automation thing? So you people have any experience on those?
Hi, Kameshwari. Good morning. I have
Yeah.
experience
Good
in
morning.
ETL testing,
Okay.
but I don't have experience in automation using Python.
Okay, how many years of experience you have?
Around 11 years into
Okay,
ETL and BI testing.
okay, nice. So yeah, what about other people? Do you have any experience in SQL or Python or ETL automation?
Hello, myself I'm Sarika. I
Yeah.
have experience in
Yeah,
non-IT. I don't have experience in IT.
Okay, you're new to IT, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine, nice. So Amita, you're speaking.
yeah. Yeah, testing. I have around yeah.
Uh, your voice
So
was breaking.
everything in this course. Hello,
Yes,
hello.
yes, your voice is little bit breaking.
Yeah, yeah. So what
Okay.
I'm saying, I have a experience in ETL testing. I have yeah, 10 years of experience, and I'm familiar with all the tools which is there in this course. But I have to enhance myself with the automation one. So that's why
Okay.
I'm yeah.
Okay. Good.
This
Okay. So, what about other people?
I have ETL experience, but I don't have automation experience, so I joined.
Okay, how many years of experience you have?
Almost around 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nice, guys. So, yeah, myself, Divya. So, I have around 10 years of experience and I'm a team lead. Okay, so I'm handled with this a lot of projects, so migration projects and also development projects. So, so in my past years, so I have faced and communicated with lot of ETL tools and also with the Python and also with the cloud and everything. Okay. Here I am to teach you the automation, ETL automation testing. Okay. So before starting with that, so let me share my screen. What exactly we are going to cover in this okay course. So is my screen visible?
It's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, let me start with this. Okay. So what exactly we are going to cover in this course? So this was designed from the scratch. Okay, from scratch to very advanced part. Okay, so many people, some people are experienced in, they were aware of how the ETL performs and they were aware of the SQL or Python. Okay, and some were new to this, right? So don't worry if someone is new to this, so it would be very helpful because it is going to be very clear and very clean. So you will be seeing very clean explanation, and at end of the day, once you're done with this course, you will be having a minimum knowledge, okay, where you can give yourself put into interview and you can face what are the questions they have asked about this ETL automation or ETL automation testing or Python. So you'll be getting a lot of knowledge. Okay. So yeah, let me explain what are we going to cover in 6 weeks of syllabus. Okay, so and I'm going to explain one marketing scenario where you'll be getting like why the ETL is used, why the ETL automation testing will be used, and why we need to use this sources, targets, and what exactly the project is. If someone is new to, so basically we need to consider all the things, right? So some might be new to this, okay, some might be experienced, some might be with middle knowledge, so everything. So considering all, this course was designed, okay. We'll start one by one, week wise. Okay. So coming to first week. So if you go through the ETL automation testing, so coming to the ETL testing, before going to the automation, so if I just want to test something, okay, if I just want to test something so it entirely depends upon the data we have, right? So if I just want to check the data or write the data, definitely we need SQL skills to check the data or check the particular count, okay? Or else if I want to check the data has come up with properly or not, I need to check all these things. Okay, so before, if I just want to test something manually, definitely I need SQL as well. So in week one, we are going to learn about the ETL automation strategy. Okay, so what exactly? So how it is going to use it in real-time projects? Okay, what exactly? How this ETL comes in real-time projects? So what will be and where will be this one will be useful? Okay, first we will be discussing the strategy, entire strategy of the ETL automation strategy. Okay, and coming to the uh, what are the we will be discussing some scenarios. Okay, what exactly the ETL scenarios should be automated and everything. So we will be having this proper structure which is related and which is used in the real time projects and everything. And also you will be getting the SQL, how we are going to validate using SQL. Okay, because whatever the automate code we are writing, right, obviously we are writing it in Python code. Okay, so where you will be considering some select star from table name, or select count of star, or select some columns with the whatever the. So for that, for the basic things, you need SQL as well. So first, okay, in first week we are covering somehow the incremental load works using SQL, and the column level validations, and how we need to check the nulls in the table level. Okay, so everything we are going to discuss in week one. Okay, so coming to the week two. So week two, you'll be having Python basics for ETL automation. So as I said, whatever the ETL automation we have, right? So obviously we are maintaining the code in Python itself. So for that, you need basics of Python. So don't worry if someone is new to Python. Don't worry. Every syntax or every code will be explained very clearly. Okay, so you'll be having all the Python syntaxes, variables, data types, loops, conditions, and everything. And we are everything, whatever the code we are writing, it would be clean, and everything we are writing in the functions itself. Okay, so yeah, in week two, we are going to discuss on the Python. Okay, where we will be, which is required for the ETL automation and everything. So yeah, coming to week three. Okay, so week three. Okay, before going to this week three, I just want to explain a small scenario. Okay, so before going to learn some courses, so you have to have some knowledge on so why it is required, and why we need to use this, and what is the purpose of using this ETL automation. So you should know these kind of things before entering into any kind of courses. So I'm very much clear that whatever the students we have in this class, okay, everyone should be clear that, and they have to understand the concept first, not about the code or something. So why this is required, and why we are using this, and everything. Okay, so before going to this, so I just want to explain a scenario in the notepad. Okay, so let me explain. So what is ETL? So E stands for extract, and T transfer, transform, and L for load. Okay, so basically it is called as ETL automation testing, right? So here in this course we are using the source as SSMS, okay, SQL server, and the target as, okay, Snowflake, and the ETL. So if you see here, so E for extraction. So we are going to extract the data from the source is called SSMS, and we are transforming the data. Okay, and we are transforming the data using the ETL tool, and then we are loading the data into the Snowflake. So this is what our project will be. Okay, so basically we will be having two kinds of teams here. So one is development team and one is testers team. Okay, we will be having development and also as well as testing. So uh, so someone, can you mute yourself? So it is getting disturbance. Okay. So what exactly here we are going to do and what exactly it will be. So what the ETL development, okay, developer will do is they are going to using this ETL tool, okay, they are extracting this data, okay, and they are applying some transformations, okay, and they are loading into the target. So this is what the developer will do. So what the tester will do is, so the tester is going to compare the data, whatever the loaded data we have in the Snowflake, he is going to load the data into, sorry, he is going to compare the data between the SSMS and the Snowflake. Okay, he is going to compare. So whatever the data we got, so it is basically day by data. So it is not the monthly or yearly, we will be having daily data. So okay, so you are talking about data, what exactly the data is. So before you are dealing with some data and before you are comparing the data on both sides, what is data and what type of data it is and why the data came here. So it is a major part we need to understand the concept of data. Okay, let me explain with you a marketing scenario. So before, if you want to explain, before you, if you want to understand this concept, so let's talk about data first. Okay, so data, you'll be wherever you go, you will be having a lot of backend servers. Okay, so for example, if you go, if you visit hospitals, okay, you first you will be giving your information, and the information you have given, it will be saved in the backend servers. This is one example. And also you will be if you are going, if you are visiting any cafes, right? So obviously if you are ordering something, or it is, if you're booking your table in particular cafes or something, you'll be giving your data there. So if you're the transactions you are doing and everything, this is the data. The so and so person have visited my cafe on this day, and he had ordered this many items, and they have paid this much of amount. So so here it is a data. And also for example, so majorly we are using, and the people are interacting with the Netflix and also the Instagram, the most using apps currently, right? So what exactly the data, and if some application is using somewhere, so obviously there is a backend data we have, right? So where we will be getting this data. So for example, if I am new to the Instagram, okay, so if you open the Instagram page, you will be seeing the Instagram page with create new account, or use the existing account you have with the username and the password, right? You will be having an Instagram. So why I'm just relating with the current apps, because it would be easy to understand the concept. So as I said, you have to like you people have to understand the concept, and then you have to come up with the code or something you are doing. So I just want to cook you the concept, and then I'll come back to the course. Okay. So Instagram, so username and the password. So if I just want to if I'm just new to the Instagram, what I'll do, I'll create a new account there, right? I'll give him my name and I'll create my password and I'll log in. So whatever you are giving your data there, okay? So whatever the backend database is using, okay, the database is nothing but where we are going to store our entire data is called database. Okay. So whatever the information we are giving to it, the application will store the data into backend data. Okay. And next, so if you are new to that, so if you are not new, you are already having your account in Instagram, so you can use the existing account credentials and you can log in. So from where it is checking, so backend database, right? So whether this person has in database or not, it is going to check, and it is going to uh, push to log in inside the Instagram. So this is also data. Same goes for the Netflix as well. So whatever the data or whatever the pop-up you are seeing, whatever the movies, whatever the categories defined, everything. So there will be back-end data where from that it is going to display in the particular application part. So basically we will be having two types here. So one is back-end, might be you have listened, okay, and one is front-end. Okay, front end is whatever you are seeing application level. Okay, application level. For example, you have opened the Netflix, you will be seeing all the movies list or categories, okay, account profile and everything. This is called application. So if some application is popping up you the information, if you are open for the search, so you are searching for one movie, it is going to display the data. So whatever the getting data, the entire data will be stored in the backend. Okay, the data backend is nothing but you will be having data. So this is how one complete the project will be looks like. Okay, you will be having the backend data and you will be having the front end data. Front end is nothing but whatever you are seeing. Okay, data is nothing but whatever it is checking in the backend level. So this is how the data will be existed in whatever apps you are using, wherever you go, wherever the whatever the place you are visiting. So book my show, like you will be having the flight tickets or IRCTC, everything is dealing with data. So this much of importance we have for the data. So for the data, uh, so that to be accurate, right? So that should be very accurate. So for that, we need testing. Okay. So something is you are populating to the entire population of this many crores of people, right? So definitely the data should be accurate and more clear, and it should be match with the source data we have. So that is the importance of data, guys. So if you are doing the testing on the particular data, so it is very important that giving the best results and the best accuracy whatever the data you are using. So you got my point, right? So coming back to this testing level, so okay, let me talk in a project way. So for example, this is our project. Okay, I'm just commenting. So for example, think of our client is one cafe. Okay, so um, basically command so SSMS is database, right? Yeah. So now you have a clear point on data. So with the data, what we are going to do in our project. So I'm just explaining a project scenario. Okay, for example, there is a source. and why you are calling it as source and ETL and what exactly this is. Okay, let me tell you. So there is a customer, okay, cafe customer or something. So whatever the database they are using, okay, whatever the database they are using, so they just want to because whatever the database of the SSMS, this is a on-prem, okay. The Snowflake is cloud or data warehouse. Okay, so what is the difference between the database and the data warehouse, and why it is called in okay, called as on-prem, and why it is called as cloud? Okay, so let me explain. So this as well. This is on-prem servers. Okay, these are cloud. Okay, so let me explain. So he just want to move his data, entire data to cloud. Okay, customer, the cafe customer reaching us. So we are one organization, and he is reaching us, and he is giving a project that, so he is maintaining his data in on-prem servers. Okay, example, the database is SSMS. So uh, the customer is not satisfying with the on-prem servers, so he just want to move his data from SSMS to target Snowflake. So where we will be having huge facilities and huge security and everything, he just want to move his data to the cloud, okay, using some ETL. Okay, so he has come up with the requirement that I just want to move my data to SSMS to uh, Snowflake cloud service. So what we are going to do is, so whatever the data we have in this SSMS, we are going to developers going to build a pipeline, so which reads the data from the this SSMS database, and using this ETL tool, it is they are going to transform this data. Okay, so if someone is moving from the on-prem servers to cloud servers, it is not that easy. Okay, it is not that easy, right? So since 10 years or 20 years here using one server, so within one day we cannot, okay, we cannot move the entire data. So we will be facing a lot of consequences, and also we will be having the security and everything, right? So for example, instead of cafe, um, can we, okay, take bank as example. So we will be having a lot of sensitive data inside the payment, the transactions, okay, and also deposits and the customer account details and everything. We will be having a lot of sensitive information in the data if we considering bank. So if that much of sensitive information we cannot deal directly, so the first the pipeline will be created and the data will be loaded for half. So instead of we will be having a million trillion of records, so instead of that, just for first case we are going to load only 100 records to the target. So and then what the testers will do it, so they are going to compare line by line. So whatever the data they have transformed and loaded to the Snowflake, so they are going to check line by line whether the data is perfect or not. So did we lose any data? So this much process we have. So we are going to check each and every column comparing with the source. Okay, this is how the actual project looks like. So if you go deep and if you join with this course, you'll be getting a lot of information here. Okay, so everything will be explained very clear. So I'm just giving a small demo so that you can able to understand what is data and what we are going to work and what is our um, okay, what is our part to do in the particular project. Okay, I'm not talking about this course. So if you people are ready to give some interviews on the ETL automation testing, you will be facing all these questions. So what is the sources and what are the targets and what are the testing strategies you have used? So you'll be facing all the Python questions there. So everything will be covered. So as I said, you'll be having clean and clear explanation on each and every part, which is related. I used to always give the explanation and the conceptual understanding. So for me, the understanding of concept is very important, and then the code everyone will write. So the code is not much, but whatever the data you are working and whatever the testing you are doing, you must have some knowledge on what type of data it is. So what type of testing strategies you are keeping involving to compare the data between the sources and the targets. Okay, so yeah, this is so now you have some doubts like, so what is this on-prem? Okay, what is this cloud, and why the customer wants to move his data to on-premises and cloud? So I just want to tell you that, so in my past career, so nearly worked with the six projects, which is migration projects. Okay, migration projects, these are very important. So all the migration projects, even if you are going and take, okay, if you are applying for any companies or something, so most of them will be in the part of not only in the development, okay, also in this what we say, sorry, testing or migration part. So migration is nothing but the customer wants to move his data from on-prem services to cloud. Okay, let me come this on-prem service. Okay, what exactly on-prem? Okay, um, so let me start with the cloud first. A cloud is a kind of a subscription part. Okay, so you're not going to do anything, so it is going to do everything. Okay, so for example, let me take one example. Okay, why he wants to do it. Okay, so for example, do have any people have like anybody have experience on the cloud servers like GCP, Azure, AWS? Like, do you have any idea on it? Any experience on cloud?
I worked on AWS, Divya.
Okay, any
I
other
worked
people?
on GCP, AWS
Okay,
server. Yeah,
okay.
server.
Okay, nice. So, yeah, coming to the cloud, I just want to tell you, okay, so cloud is nothing but we will be having a lot inside. So I'm considering all AWS, Azure, and GCP and everything. So cloud is nothing but you will be having all the services. So what is the services? So before going to that, I just want to explain a marketing scenario or app you are using in current mobile. Okay, take the example of Amazon. Okay, Amazon Prime and Netflix. Okay, so it is a monthly subscription or yearly subscription you are taking. So you are doing nothing there, right? You are just visiting app, and you will be having lots of opportunities inside, and you will be having lots of movies, and you are just selecting it, and you are seeing and you are enjoying. So basically it is a subscription part. So you are just buying that account and you are enjoying that. You are not involving in anything. So think Netflix as cloud. Okay, let me come to the on-prem. Okay, so for example, in mobile, I just want to take the example of, for example, the movies I just want to show. We will be having a lot of apps. So movie rules. Okay, so we will be having a movie blast. So these kind of apps. Okay, if you open that or if you open the websites, so it will be very clumsy. So you need to pick yourself and you need to download into your mobile, and then you should start watching it or something like that. So here I just want to give two definitions. So uh, like you people will easily figure it out. Okay, so just tell me where the data will be secure here, in Netflix or in the websites you are using it outside. So just tell me, you tell me that where your data will be secure, no virus or something. Where if it is better to use Netflix or it is better to use the outside service.
Netflix.
Yes,
Yes.
correct. Yes. Why? Because so you're just purchasing and it is a very okay, because it is very secure. Okay, no virus or anything, anything will not happen. But coming to outside servers, it is very dangerous because it is a AP case. So we will be, if we download the particular link, we will be getting some virus inside our mobile. So the crash of software, everything will happen. So in the same way, so the on-prem servers are not that much secured. Okay, not we will be having that much features. So yeah, features is nothing but, yeah, in what we say in Netflix, you will be having a lot of features. So it will be okay, we will be having a lot of categories like Telugu, Hindi, okay, Kannada, Malayalam. You'll be having thriller journals. You'll be having a lot of journals. In the features are more, and the security is also good, and the screening and the appearance is also good. Okay, so it is not required to go outside and watch the Netflix. Okay, so same comparatively the normal websites you are visiting, right? So to play that particular okay, so you need APKs to play that particular, you need the video players inside your playlist and everything, and the storage is also a very more, right? So if you are using Netflix, the storage, on screening, and the security and the features and everything will be in one pack, right? But if you are using the outside servers, it will be, it would be no, you don't have any categories, or it will be lagging everything. You will be seeing the difference here, right? Using of outside websites or the free websites, instead of using the cloud and Netflix website, it's too different. I'm just giving you the example because you should understand the on-prem and the cloud service. Okay, so that is the reason. And yeah, you understand what exactly the cloud and the on-prem, right? So in the same way, uh, obviously everyone, okay, when the past years back the technology was very okay, very low. So the people used to maintain this on-prem service, but now the technology is very fast. So whoever the people have built their data in the on-prem servers, everyone wants to move to the cloud service, like either GCP or Azure or AWS, the most populated used cloud service these are. Okay, so coming to the GCP, okay, Snowflake or Databricks, whatever. So in cloud, you will be having everything. So you'll be having a database, you'll be having schedulers like composures, Airflow, and everything, and also you can able to okay, you can able to do AI in the Snowflake or in Databricks. Okay, you will be having the, instead of going out chat GPT, instead of searching something, so in cloud you will be having the AI techniques as well. Okay, in GCP, AWS, and Azure we don't have that feature, but in Snowflake and the Databricks we have. Okay, those are cloud plus data warehouses. Okay, the database schedulers, everything you will be having inside. So but coming to the on-prem servers, the database will be different. So for this database scheduler, if I just want to run something inside it, I just want to use other schedulers. So if I just want to, okay, if I just want to search for something, I need to go out. So for everything, I need to go out, and I need to maintain my servers itself, mine itself. Okay, you will be having different servers here. Okay, the database is different, and AI you are going to use outside ChatGPT, and the schedulers are different. So this database, okay, this is the different servers, the schedulers, this is. So here we are, our data is moving in a multiple servers, but in cloud we will be having entire data in one, in combined. So that is the reason it is so costly. Okay, on-prem servers are very costly compared with the, sorry. So on-prem servers are very low cost. Okay, cloud are very costly. Okay, so that is the reason. So even though it is a, okay, even though it is a costly, so many are people preferring the Netflix instead of going outside websites, okay, instead of downloading movies and everything. So they are going to mostly prefer the Netflix account and everything, okay, right? So that in that way, so even though the budget is more, even though it is cost effective, the people and the organizations are moving are okay, are progressing the data to move from on-prem services to the cloud service. So this is the importance of one project, okay, how why they are moving to the on-prem servers, okay, and why, because they want to keep their data very security, okay. So coming to our part here, okay, so obviously it is not that easy. If whatever the data we have in the sources, it should match with the target. So for this purpose, we need to test everything, okay, end to end part. So if it is a manual, it is going to take a lot of work, okay. It also kills a lot of time. So because if I want to check the trillion million of records, so you cannot write a query, a single SQL query, to check all the trillion records. It is not that possible. So for example, in source you will be having a 500 to 600 records, but in target you will be having same amount of records. You cannot check for all columns, right? And rows, you will be having trillion million of records. Can you check with one to one, or is that possible in doing in a manual? Even though if it is a manual, so it is going to take a lot of time. So if you are using this kind of automation, ETL automation, testing and everything, so it would be easy, and you'll be having saving a lot of time. Instead of, you'll be getting Python and also SQL, and you'll be good at developing the code as well. So you'll be learning in new strategies. Everything you are going to learn. Okay. So yeah, this is how you are going to ETL automation and everything. And coming to our current market, and why this is ETL automation is important, because so nowadays the AI came, right? So no one is preferring of manual work. So definitely, so if you are a ETL tester, it is not that much. So many people won't prefer the ETL testing. So obviously everyone is going to prefer the ETL automation, because they don't want to take that much of manual effort. So the technology is fast. We need to upgrade ourselves as well, right? So in the same way, uh, so yeah, coming to week third. So now you got one picturization, right? So what exactly the project is, so what are the source and what are the targets, and what are the data we are going to work in the real time projects, so or in the course, okay, you got a clear picture, right? So for the testing from this source to target, so what are the things we are going to do it in this course? Okay, first, obviously in first week, SQL and the Python basics. And obviously if I just want to load my data to source to the target, so I need both the connectivities. I need the credentials to connect to the SSMS, and also I need the credentials to the target as well. So I'll take the credentials and I'll build a Python connectivity, Python database connectivity, which reads the data from the SSMS and which loads the data to the target. Okay, Snowflake. So basically, you will be learning the SSMS and the Snowflake connectivity. Okay, here SSMS and the Snowflake connectivity, and yeah, in depth you will be learning some dynamic. So everything will be depth, right? So I cannot explain in today's demo, but that is the reason I'm just giving a top what exactly we will be having in the week 3 and everything. Okay, so inside you will be seeing the mismatch, everything, the source target comparison using pandas framework, and whatever the code you are writing, you'll be in every phase you will be having a logging inside, where it is going to report the timing, how many records got mismatched and everything. And in week 4, the actual automation framework development, okay, it is going to start from very basic. So you will be having some transformation validations inside, okay, how we need to compare the data from source to target using this testing strategies and everything. Okay, so it is going to we are going to build some small framework development here. Coming to the week 5, okay, so whatever the framework we have worked on week 4, right, it is going to be very more advanced in the week 5. So also, yeah, so here you will be having one plus point. You can give interviews on the Python, and also you can be give the interviews on the ETL testing or ETL automation, and also you can give interviews to the cloud Snowflake as well, because in the market the Snowflake is trending. So you will be having some class on week 5 relates to the ETL automation and the Snowflake focus. Okay, and week 6 you'll be having real-time project scenarios, and also you'll be having, okay, you'll be having how to schedule, how to automate the entire framework you have developed in the Python code, and you will be having okay, validations and interview orientation questions, and everything you'll be getting the info in week 6. So this is how I have designed the ETL automation testing syllabus. Okay, so I'm done from my side. So I just expecting you from you people that do have any questions. And one thing I just want to tell you. So the class will be taken from 7:30 to 8:30 daily. It is a 1 hour class. Okay, the 45 minutes will be mine, and last 15 minutes will be yours. So then only you'll, if you have some questions, you can shoot to me and I can answer that. So that is how it is going to be. Okay, and yeah, this is the structure of what is a course we are following and everything. So it's your turn to shoot the questions. If you have any questions, you can ask now. Yes, will PyTest included? Yes. So it is a basic thing, right? The PyTest. So we are using in the course as well. So for all the testing practices, we are using the Pandas framework and also the PyTest only. Uh, shoot, guys, do you have any questions in the course? Like it depends upon you.
Hi, Divya. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Yeah, are we covering any specific framework like Behave framework or BDD or something, or will it be suitable for ETL testing?
Yes, yes. We have included those frameworks as well. Okay, and it also depends upon you. So I got stick with something. So if you want to come up with a new framework, so we can explain that as well. So behavior framework is very much popular and very much advanced in the market, right? Yeah, we are using that as well.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So coming to automation, like, are we going to concentrate on PyTest framework only, or like parameterization, scheduling, that and all will be covered as well as part of
Yes,
automation?
yes, yes, everything will be covered. So, as I said, the reporting and the logging and whatever the code you are using inside, right? Everything will be parameterized. So, everything will be dynamic. So, it is a so as I said, it is a project and it is a course. You will be seeing all the dynamic code inside. So, have to give the dynamic parameterizations and scheduling. The name itself called the ETL automation, right? So whatever the Python code we have wrote, so it will be automated to the schedulers, through the schedulers, right? So everything you'll be having parameterization and the logging, and when it started, when it got ended, and how many records you have. You'll be having schedulers. Okay, you'll be using the PyTest and okay framework, and also PyTest. So everything, yeah. So it is end to end, right? Everything you'll be having here.
Okay, like for Python, OOPS concept will also be covered.
Yes. So whatever the concepts which are required for the, okay, which are required for the ETL automation, everything will be covered. Okay. So yeah.
Okay, one more question. Will we be given capstone project at the end of the course to
Yes.
evaluate?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to give that as well. So at end of the week, you'll be getting all the project to keep it in resume. So where whatever the things you have did in this week. So I'll be matching this in one project. I'm going to give the description for you people so that you can place in the resume, as well as you'll be having the interview questions and some we are going to have face to face, and we'll be doing some kind of a mock up like that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
What is the ETL tool we are using here to do the
uh,
sourcing target?
yes, so basically we are not concentrating on any ETL tools here. So yeah, as I said, we are dividing this into two, right? Developers and the testers. So we are only handling and we are going to focus on the testing itself, not any development. So yeah, previously we have built the ETL, because as we all know that ETL is very costly. We cannot afford that much of ETL to display or to develop something. So it is a different, and this is the different. So we are just assuming or keeping some
No,
ETL tool which considers the transformations here.
I understand. But in case of any validations, right? If we encounter any
Hmm.
issue,
Yes,
if we go
correct,
back to analyze it, hey, whether the source query is giving the right information or not.
correct.
I mean, where we need to check all those things.
Yes, correct. So basically, so whatever the code we are developing, right, the ETL automation code, so you'll be having, so the ETL automation testing itself, we will be having the documentation from the client. So what are the transformations have included in the ETL tool? So the same transformations. So what exactly the ETL is? So whatever the transformations we have applied in the inside the transformation, right? So if I just want to test the source and the target, definitely I need to take the logic from the transformation, and then I need to compare the source and the target. So this the transformation list will be getting from the client documentation, and then you need to compare using those transformations here. Okay, if we have any mismatch or something, so every mismatch will be dealt by the developers, and the testing and the debugging itself done by the testers. And the transformations you'll be for checking the data on the both the sides, you'll be writing the transformations inside the ETL automation logic itself.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hmm. Yeah. So any other questions?
Coming to scheduling part, right? Like which tool we are
Yes.
using. I understand we are not focusing on the tools, but what tool exactly we are
Yeah.
using as part of this
So
program?
yes, yes. So basically here we are using the cron jobs, okay,
Cron
to
jobs.
scale. Yes. Okay. To use to automate the particular thing, we are using the cron jobs here.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So any other? If not, we'll meet in tomorrow's class. So we will be having some more depth. Okay. Someone is typing. What would be fees that you need to discuss with the admin department? So I'm not sure of that. So if you have any related to the fees or the timings or everything, you should need to consult the admin department for that. Okay.
One last question. Do we get recording of the classes? I mean,
Yes,
after
yes,
uh,
yes, yes.
post
You will
completion
be,
is.
yes, you will be getting the recording sessions.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Everything will be
How
recorded.
about the lab setup? How about the lab setup?
Uh, what does it mean? Lab setup?
I mean, yeah, the Snowflake IDs and the
Yeah,
tool.
yeah, everything will be, yeah, yeah. Okay. So SSMS, okay, each and everything I am going to give instructed how to install it and how to log in. And even in Snowflake, we are considering 120 days trial account. So where you can develop the code And I'll give for Python, we are going to use the PyCharm. Okay, we are using, everyone can use it, everyone can access it. But cloud only we will be having 120 days trial. But the PyCharm and the SSMS is free. Okay, I'll
Oh,
tell for these three, I'm going to provide you the links how to install and how to create the accounts in it. Okay. I'm from a different background. Can I also apply for this course? Yeah, that's what I'm telling, right? So, as have given this much of explain regarding from the scratch where it is going to involve and what exactly the project and what exactly the data. So, I've given this much of explanation. Why? Because some people are new to this course, right? They also need to understand what exactly. So that is the reason I have not went automation completely. I've started the automation in the third week. Okay, third two. But first 2 weeks you will be having the basic discussions of SQL, Python. Okay, so in 2 weeks, okay, everyone will be good in Python and the SQL. That is very much sure. Okay, and from the third week, if you are good at Python, you will be good at Python. So it will be easy to connect from the source or to connect to the target. So yeah, it would be very easy and very clean. As I'm mentioning, it would be so as the way I explained, it would be very simple to understand. Yeah, you can apply for this course. So any
Mm,
other questions?
Yeah, hi ma'am. I joined a little late.
Okay.
Just want to know, like after completing this course, if we get some specific project in testing, like maybe specific to AWS or something, would it be easy for us to shift over there,
Yeah, definitely. So if you are
concepts or
dealing with, yes, it would be easy. So as I said, so this ETL automation is nothing but you need to apply only particular this course. No, if you learn this, you will be having a lot of opportunities to apply. Why? Because for example, we'll think of on-prem services. Okay, take one example of database. So you have wrote some query like select count of star from the table name. In SSMS, you are doing the query. The same query will be used in the different servers, right? Same query, but the different servers. So if you understand the concept or if you understand good with the code, so whatever the database or whatever the cloud you are using, it doesn't matter. So we have took the, that is the reason I have took one on-prem, one okay, one cloud and data warehouse. So if you get data knowledge on some cloud, so definitely you are going to able to access some other clouds as well. So you can easily understand, you can easily crack the interviews as well. So we will be having the cloud focus itself also in the course, right?
okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it now. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So if we complete the courses, what are the job roles? Yeah, as I said, now only I said, right? Yeah, this is what we can apply for many. If you're Python developers or SQL developers, and you can apply for the data engineer roles, and you can also apply for the ETL testing roles and also ETL automation roles, and you can apply for the Snowflake developers, cloud developers. You're having lot of guys.
one last question from my side. I mean, regarding the AI evolution, right, going on.
Correct. Hmm.
Is there any integration or the chance like using AI here we can adopt the things as well in the ETL automation stand?
Uh, no, because this is not AI ML thing, right? So, if that is a different case, because if I just want to write my code through the Chat GPT or Gemini AI, I need to integrate that. So that will be the different case. That is related to the machine learning and the artificial intelligence. This is we are writing entire code and we are making this automate through the schedulers. That is different scenario. We are not integrating any AI here.
Yeah, but I mean outside the world, it's more evaluating on that like AI side, right? Like, is there any
Correct.
integration in the current world outside in the ETL testing side, right? Automation testing side. Is anyone
Yeah.
started with evaluating that AI standpoint as well, or not?
No. for EDL automation, they haven't started any AI integration inside. So in my current company, okay, they are starting on that. So we are at the starting phase. So it is not advanced. They are doing some testing regarding that. Yeah, for this testing end-to-end frame.
Oh, it will be
Yeah.
an initial phase itself. Okay.
Yeah, it is an initial stage. So yeah, good questions, guys. I think almost everything was covered. Okay. Um, so yeah, let's meet in tomorrow's class. Okay. And yeah, okay then. The same time tomorrow as well. Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Divya.
Thank you.